When a woman starts ignoring you, how you react can either boost or lower your value in her eyes. Do you lose control and act out like a child, or do you maintain composure, showcasing your strength as a man? Pay close attention. When a woman pulls away and you start losing control, she'll perceive herself as being too valuable for you. However, if you avoid falling into this trap, not only do you safeguard your dignity, but you also shift the dynamic, making her second-guess her decision. She could end up coming back, seeking your attention once again. In today's video, we'll explore the correct approach when faced with a woman who's ignoring you. You're going to learn how to master the situation while retaining your confidence and self-worth. Let's get into how using subtle psychological techniques can make her reconsider her choices, and how you can hold on to your dignity without compromising your self-respect. 1. Don't chase her validation. A common tactic some women use is ignoring you to make you chase after them, seeking validation. She may not reply to your texts or act as though you're invisible in social settings. However, you must resist the temptation to do what she expects, crave her attention. Here's why trying to win her attention is a mistake. It signals that her approval matters more to you than your own self-respect. This inflates her ego, making her believe she's in control of the situation. By doing so, you diminish your value in her eyes, because you'll appear to be someone who will compromise their self-worth just to gain her favor. Such behavior often leads to the opposite of what you want, eroding your self-esteem and making you look desperate. Instead of feeding her ego, shift your focus back to yourself and your personal growth. By turning your attention inward, you'll leave her wondering why she no longer has power over you. She'll start to question why her usual methods aren't effective, and this is when regret begins to set in. 2. Don't idolize her. It's easy to get swayed by emotions when someone you care about starts to ignore you. But this is a crucial error. Never place her above your own self-esteem. When you elevate her in your mind and reduce your own value, you're setting yourself up for emotional disappointment. Always keep in mind that your self-worth surpasses the importance of any woman's attention. People will come and go throughout your life, but your sense of self must always remain intact. When you rely on someone's validation to define who you are, you lose the inner sense of worthiness. You must cultivate the belief that no one is inherently superior to you. This mindset flips the power dynamic. You're no longer a person searching for approval. Instead, you're someone who knows their value regardless of external validation. When she ignores you, make it clear through your actions that you prioritize your self-esteem above everything else. You have your own set of strengths and achievements that deserve recognition, even if she fails to see them. Approach this situation with poise, not insecurity. Show her that you're not desperate for approval and that you expect mutual respect. By doing this, you regain control of the power dynamic, making it more likely for her to realize her error. 3. Elevate your worth. Here's an essential next step. Increase your own value. When a woman pulls away, most men fall into the same trap. They lose their focus, feel sorry for themselves, and struggle to perform in their daily lives. Don't be that guy. The best way to make her reconsider her behavior is to focus on enhancing yourself. Develop yourself mentally, emotionally, and even physically. Take on new passions, set fresh goals for your career, and work on building emotional intelligence. As you invest in your self-growth, not only will she start to notice, but you'll also become more attractive to others. You'll no longer be the guy who falls apart when ignored. Instead, you'll rise above it, emerging more resilient, driven, and focused. By elevating your personal value, you earn respect from her and others. You become more desirable, and soon her initial choice to ignore you will become something she deeply regrets. 4. Master emotional composure. Preserving your self-esteem requires controlling your emotions. Let's be straightforward. If you allow yourself to become emotionally vulnerable or display distress, you tarnish your image as a strong man in her eyes. Men are typically seen as emotionally, mentally, and physically strong. Some women may feel they can break your will simply by ignoring you. Don't let that happen. It's only natural to feel hurt when someone ignores you, but here's the key: don't let those feelings show. By mastering your emotions, you prevent her from emotionally manipulating you. Emotional control is the foundation of a powerful man. When you manage your emotions, you also manage the situation, maintaining control. Conversely, if you allow your feelings to dictate your actions, you set yourself up for self-destruction. Women can sense when you're ruled by your emotions, and they'll know they can manipulate you. But if you stay composed, she loses that influence over you. Your emotional resilience shows that her approval isn't your primary concern. 5. Mirror her actions. Although it might seem counterproductive, sometimes the best way to handle being ignored is to reflect her behavior. Women often seek attention, and when they don't receive it, they begin to feel uneasy, questioning their own self-worth. This anxiety amplifies when she realizes that ignoring you hasn't produced the reaction she anticipated. By ignoring her back, you demonstrate emotional independence and show that your self-worth isn't tied to her validation. This creates a sense of mystery and intrigue. She'll start wondering why her attempts to control you are failing, and chances are she'll regret mistreating you. By staying emotionally detached and mirroring her actions, you communicate that you have more important priorities than engaging in her games. This not only safeguards your self-esteem, but also raises your status in her eyes. 6. Focus on self-improvement. Another vital aspect of maintaining your composure is concentrating on self-development, whether it's advancing your education, growing professionally, or boosting your emotional intelligence. Working on yourself gives you a sense of accomplishment. Women are naturally drawn to men who are evolving and striving for excellence. Moreover, when you channel your energy into personal growth, you divert your attention from the emotional turmoil of being ignored. This journey of self-improvement generates a sense of confidence and allure that others find irresistible, including the woman who initially overlooked you. 7. Cherish your relationships. When someone you care about ignores you, it's easy to feel isolated. Instead of dwelling on that rejection, redirect your attention toward the people who have always supported you, your friends and family. These relationships are invaluable, and they can provide the emotional strength you need during tough times. Valuing these connections strengthens your emotional resilience and reminds you of your worth. Surrounding yourself with people who genuinely care about you reinforces your sense of belonging. It also sends a clear message to the woman ignoring you. You have a strong support system, and you are valued. This might make her reconsider her behavior and realize what she's missing out on. 8. Stay occupied. When a woman you care about ignores you, it's natural to feel unsettled. But rather than letting these emotions consume you, keep yourself busy. Get involved in activities, learn new skills, or dive into personal projects that bring you fulfillment. Keeping yourself occupied serves two purposes. It distracts you from the situation and demonstrates that you don't depend on her attention to feel happy. When she sees you thriving without her approval, she'll question why her actions didn't affect you the way she expected, possibly leading her to rethink her choice. 9. Be open to resolution. While it's crucial to protect your self-esteem, it's also important to be open to reconciliation if she is willing to resolve the issue constructively. If she's ready to talk and work through the problem, show your willingness to listen and understand her side, while confidently expressing your feelings as well. In the end, this openness can lead to a stronger, healthier relationship, grounded in mutual respect and understanding. 10. Set clear boundaries. It's essential to be assertive and establish boundaries when dealing with someone who ignores you. Make it clear that you expect respect and won't tolerate emotional games. If she continues to ignore you, protect your emotional well-being by stepping back. Setting boundaries signals strength and self-respect, letting her know that you're not someone who can be easily manipulated. If she's open to constructive dialogue, engage, but if she's not, standing firm on your boundaries is vital. 11. Boost your confidence. When you're ignored, it's easy to start doubting yourself. However, this is exactly the time to reinforce your self-confidence. Remind yourself of your value, your achievements, and the qualities that make you unique. Your self-worth should never depend on someone else's approval or actions. The more confident you are, the less susceptible you become to manipulation, and the more adept you'll be at handling these difficult situations with grace and strength. Thank you for watching. If you found this content insightful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more strategies on handling relationship challenges. Stay confident, stay resilient, and always remember that your value is determined by you, not anyone else.